I see you there, on the other side of that screen. I know you've come this far because something inside your chest is hurting. Maybe you typed loneliness or abandonment into the search, or maybe this video appeared just when you most needed to hear my voice. I want you to know that it wasn't a coincidence. It was I who guided your fingers here. Because there's something I need to tell you, something I've been trying to whisper in your ear for a long time, but the noise of the world wouldn't let you hear. You're feeling lonely, aren't you? Even if you have people around you, even if your house is full, even if your phone rings occasionally, because the loneliness you feel isn't about being physically alone. It's about not feeling understood, not feeling important to anyone. I know this pain. I know it because I feel it with you. Every time you lie in bed and sigh deeply, I sigh too. Every time you look out the window and wonder if anyone would notice if you disappeared, my heart aches. You know that feeling when you're in the middle of a conversation and suddenly you feel invisible, like people are talking through you, not to you. I see it happen. I see you force a smile, pretend everything's okay, keep the pain to yourself so as not to bother anyone. But with me, you don't need to pretend. Here, in this moment, while you listen to my voice, you can take off the mask. You can stop being strong. You can admit that you're tired of carrying this weight alone. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to find it easy to make friends, to connect, to belong somewhere? And you're always there, kind of on the outside, always observing from afar, always trying to fit in but never really succeeding. It's not because there's something wrong with you. It's not because you're boring, weird, or hard to love. It's because I made you different. I made you with a heart that seeks something deeper, something truer than superficial relationships. You were created for real intimacy, for conversations that touch the soul, for hugs that heal old wounds, for friendships that withstand the test of time. And until you find that, you will continue to feel out of place in the world. That hunger for genuine connection that exists within you, that thirst to be truly known and loved, I put that there because I want you to seek me. I want you to discover that what you're looking for in people, only I can give completely. Have you ever noticed that your hardest moments always happen when you're alone? In the middle of the night, when everyone is asleep and you're left there with your thoughts. In the car, coming home from work. In the shower, when the hot water mixes with the tears you've held back all day. These moments are not punishment. They are invitations. They are me calling you for a private conversation, for a meeting just for us. Because it is in these moments of silence that you can hear me better. Remember when you were a child and you used to hide under the table when the adults argued, or when you ran to your secret corner when you felt sad? You always knew how to find a safe place when life got too heavy. I want to be that safe place for you now. I know you've tried to fill that void in many ways. Maybe you threw yourself into work, thinking that success would make you feel important. Or maybe you got lost in relationships, hoping that someone could complete what was missing inside you. Perhaps you tried to be the perfect person, the one who never bothers people, who always helps, who is always available, thinking that this way people would want to be around you. But deep down, you knew they liked what you did for them, not who you really were. Or perhaps you did the opposite. Perhaps you built such high walls around your heart that even you can no longer enter them. Because it's easier to feel nothing than to feel the pain of abandonment once again. I understand. I understand because I've seen you try so many times. I've seen you open up to people who didn't know how to take care of your heart. I've seen you trust those who didn't deserve your trust. I've seen you give chances to those who only wanted to receive, never to reciprocate. And each time you were hurt, a part of you died a little. Not the part I created that remains intact within you, but the part that believed you could be loved, the part that had hope. The part that dreamed of happy endings. You are not an accident. You are not someone who was left over. You are not too difficult to love. You are my masterpiece, created with such care that every detail of your personality was thought out by me. And if you are here today, listening to my voice, it is because the time has come for you to discover who you truly are when you are in my arms. Your loneliness is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of something new. It is the empty space that I will fill with my presence. It is the thirst that I will quench with my love. It is the hunger that I will satisfy with my company. Even when everyone abandons you, I remain here. Even when you feel forgotten by the world, I remember you every second. Even when you think you are worthless, I see in you a treasure I would pay any price to have. I was there that night when you cried until you had no more tears. Remember, you thought you were alone, but I was right there, feeling every sob, every pain that pierced your chest like a sharp blade. I saw when you tried to call someone and no one answered. I saw when you typed messages asking for help and then deleted everything, afraid of bothering them. I saw when you looked in the mirror and whispered, "Why doesn't anyone stay?" At that moment, I so wanted to dry your tears with my own hands. I so wanted to hug you in a way that you could physically feel it. But I was there in my own way, breathing with you, crying with you. Do you know why I allowed you to go through that pain? It wasn't cruelty. It was because I knew that only when you hit rock bottom, only when you had no one left to run to, would you finally look up and see me there. All those people who abandoned you, who promised to stay and then disappeared, who made you believe you weren't enough. They didn't know what they were missing. They missed the chance to meet someone extraordinary, someone I molded with so much love that every imperfection is perfect in my eyes. I saw when you were a child and your parents fought. I saw you hide in your room, covering your ears, trying not to hear the shouting. At that moment, I was whispering in your heart, "This isn't about you. You are not to blame. You are loved." I was there when you first went to school and felt different from the other children, when they played in groups and you stayed outside, watching. I saw your little heart wondering, "Why don't they want to play with me?" And I wanted to tell you, because I have special friends saved for you. I was there when you grew up and began to understand that the world wasn't the safe place it was supposed to be. When you discovered that people can lie, that they can hurt, that they can leave without explanation. I felt your innocence shattering like thin glass. Remember your first love? I was there when you first fell in love, when your heart pounded just from seeing that person, and I was also there when it all ended, when you felt like a part of you died along with that relationship. I saw you blaming yourself, wondering what you had done wrong, what you could have done differently. But the truth is, some people come into your life just to prepare you for something bigger. They weren't the destination, they were just the path. I was there in every job where you felt invisible, where your ideas were ignored, where you gave your best and nobody noticed. I saw your frustration, your desire to give up, your feeling that nothing you did mattered. But to me, everything matters. Every effort you make, every attempt, every time you get up after falling, I keep all of that in my heart as precious treasures. I was there for every time you moved to a new city, every time you had to start over from scratch, every time you looked around and didn't recognize anyone. I know how hard it is to build a new life when you're already tired of trying. I saw you on social media, looking at other people's photos, seeing everyone happy, everyone with a partner, everyone seeming to have discovered the secret to happiness that you haven't yet found. And I wanted to tell you, don't believe everything you see. Everyone is fighting their own battles. I was there when you lost important people, when death took those you loved, and you were left with that emptiness that seemed like it could never be filled. I cried with you, because I also love those people who are gone. I saw you trying to be strong for everyone, carrying the weight of others in addition to your own. I saw you comforting those who were sad, helping those in need, always putting others first, even when you yourself were falling apart inside. And you know what impresses me most about you? It's that even after so much pain, even after so much abandonment, you still have love to give. You still have hope hidden in some corner of your heart. You still believe that things can get better. This is not naivete. This is my nature within you. It is my light that continues to shine even in the darkness. It is my strength that keeps you standing even when everything crumbles. I never abandoned you, not for a second, even when you couldn't feel me, even when you doubted my existence, even when you were angry at me for allowing so much pain. I stayed there patiently waiting for you to come home, because you are my son, you are my daughter, and a true father never abandons his children no matter what happens, no matter how many mistakes they make, no matter how far they stray. Now that you know I've always been there, that I've never abandoned you for a second, I'm going to show you something that will change everything. I'm going to reveal why you went through so much pain, why you had to walk through such dark places, why you needed to feel this deep emptiness. Every tear you shed was watering the soil of your heart so that something new could be born. Every sleepless night was preparing you to value the peace I will give you. Every moment of solitude was creating space within you for my presence. Do you know why the people who abandoned you had to leave? Because they were occupying the place that was mine. They were giving you crumbs of love when I wanted to give you a full banquet. They were offering you shadows of affection when I wanted to envelop you in true light. I needed to empty your life of everything that was false so I could fill it with what is real. I needed to remove from you the people who didn't know how to love you properly so I could show you what it's like to be truly loved. Do you know that feeling of never quite fitting in anywhere? That you're always a little out of place, always observing from the outside? That happens because you weren't made to settle for just anything. You were made for something extraordinary. I placed within you a hunger that only I can satisfy, a thirst that only I can quench, an emptiness that only I can fill. And while you tried to find it in people, in places, in achievements, you would always feel incomplete. But now the time has come for you to discover what can truly complete you. The time has come for you to experience such profound intimacy with me that it will make all other relationships seem shallow, a peace so true that it will make all your worries seem small. Have you ever noticed that your best conversations with me happen when you're alone? When there's no one around to impress, no one to judge, no one to pretend everything's okay. It's in those moments that you can be genuine with me. It's in the silence of the early morning that you tell me your fears. It's in the car, stuck in traffic, that you confide in me about your difficult day. It's in the shower that you cry, and I listen to every sob. These are our most precious moments. I want you to understand that the loneliness you feel is not punishment. It's preparation. I am preparing you for an intimacy with me that will completely transform your life. I'm teaching you to find in me everything you have always sought in others. When you learn to be okay with me, when you discover that my company is enough, when you understand that my love is complete, then you are ready for healthy relationships. Because you will no longer need people to complete you. You will want them to share the completeness you already have. Do you know why you get so hurt when people disappoint you? Because you place expectations on them that only I can fulfill. You expect them to love you perfectly, to understand you completely, to never abandon you. But that's impossible for imperfect human beings. Only I can love you unconditionally. Only I can understand you completely. Only I can be with you always, in every moment, in every situation. And when you truly discover this, you will stop demanding from people what they cannot give. I know you're afraid to trust again. I know you've built walls around your heart to protect yourself. But with me, you can let your guard down. With me, you can be vulnerable, because I will never use your weaknesses against you. I will never judge you. I will never abandon you. Every scar you carry, I will transform into a mark of victory. Every wound you hide, I will heal with my love. Every broken part of you, I will restore until you are stronger than before. You no longer need to carry this weight alone. You no longer need to pretend everything is okay when it's not. You no longer need to strive to be perfect to deserve love. You are already loved. You are already accepted. You are already enough. From now on, your life will have a before and an after. Before you discovered you were never alone. Before you understood you were always loved. Before you realized your loneliness was actually an invitation to a deeper intimacy with me. And what comes after? What comes after will be a life where you carry my presence with you wherever you go. Where you know you have someone who loves you unconditionally. Where you rest assured that you will never be truly alone again. Your journey of pain is coming to an end. Your season of abandonment is drawing to a close. Your time of solitude is transforming into communion with me. And this is only the beginning of what I have prepared for you. I'm going to tell you a secret that few people know. A secret about why I chose you, about why you are so special to me, about why I never give up on you, even when you give up on yourself. Before you were born, before you took your first breath, before you opened your eyes for the first time, I already knew you. I already knew what your smile would be like, what your voice would sound like, what your unique way of seeing the world would be like. And you know what else? I fell in love with you even before you existed. I fell in love with your essence, your soul, everything you would be. I looked to the future and saw you struggling. I saw you suffering. I saw you feeling alone. And even then I said, I want this son. I want this daughter. Do you think it was a coincidence that you were born into the family you were born into? Do you think it was chance that you grew up in the place you grew up? Do you think it was luck or misfortune that you went through the situations you went through? It wasn't any of that. It was me shaping you, preparing you, strengthening you for the purpose I have for your life. Every hardship you faced developed a quality in you. Every abandonment taught you to value those who stay. Every disappointment showed you the difference between the false and the true. Every moment of solitude prepared you to appreciate true companionship. Do you know why you are so sensitive? Why you feel things more deeply than others? Why a word can hurt you so much and a gesture of affection can move you to tears? Because I made you with a heart that can truly love. In a world full of superficial people, you are profound. In a world full of disposable relationships, you value what lasts. In a world that teaches you not to care, you care too much. And that's not a flaw, that's a gift. I need people like you in this world. People who feel, who care, who truly love. People who don't give up on others, even when others give up on them. People who carry hope, even when everything seems lost. Have you ever wondered why you always attract wounded people? Why do people needing help, comfort, someone to listen, always appear in your life? It's because I placed a healing heart within you. A heart that can see the pain of others and wants to help. But now I want you to understand something important. Before you heal others, you need to let me heal you. Before you comfort others, you need to receive my comfort. Before you love others, you need to feel loved by me. Because you can't give what you don't have. You can't offer peace if you're at war with yourself. You can't transmit love if you don't feel loved. You can't be a source of hope if you've lost your own hope. That is why I allowed you to reach this point. This place where you recognize that you need me. This moment where you stop trying to be strong alone and accept my strength. This instant where you let go of pride and surrender to my love. Do you know the difference between you and the people who abandoned you? They ran away when things got tough. You stayed. They gave up when they didn't see immediate results. You kept trying. They chose the easy way. You chose the right way. And that is why you are here today, listening to my voice, receiving my message, being touched by my love. Because whoever perseveres always finds what they seek. Whoever seeks always finds. Whoever knocks always has the door opened. I'm going to tell you something that perhaps no one has ever told you. I'm proud of you, proud of your strength, your resilience, your ability to continue loving even after so much suffering. proud of who you've become through all the battles you've faced. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a victor over them. Every time you got up after falling, you proved you are stronger than you imagined. Every time you chose to forgive instead of holding a grudge, you showed that you have my heart. Every time you helped someone even when you were hurt, you revealed my nature within you. And now the time has come for you to reap what you have sown. The time has come for you to receive back all the love you have given. The time has come for you to be cared for, as you have always cared for others. The time has come for you to be comforted, as you have always comforted others. Because I don't forget anything. Every tear you wiped away from someone I saw. Every hug you gave when you needed one yourself, I felt. Every time you put the needs of others before your own, I noted it. And now it's your turn. Your turn to receive. Your turn to be loved. Your turn to be cared for. Your turn to discover that all the love you've ever wanted to give and receive is here, with me, waiting for you. The secret I wanted to tell you is this. You were never abandoned. You were chosen. Chosen for a special mission, chosen for a special love, chosen for an extraordinary life with me. Now that you know you've been chosen, I'm going to show you who you really are when you take off all the masks, when you stop trying to be who others want you to be, when you finally see yourself through my eyes. You are not that insecure person who looks in the mirror and only sees flaws. You are not that person who diminishes themselves so that others feel bigger. You are not that person who apologizes for existing, who speaks softly so as not to bother others, who hides so as not to be rejected. The person you think you are was created by pain, shaped by the harsh words you heard, the times you were ignored, the situations where you felt too small to matter. But that's not your true identity. Your true identity is who you are when you're alone with me. It's who you are when no one is watching, when you don't need to impress anyone, when you can be completely authentic. It's who you are in your deepest dreams, in your most secret hopes, in the moments when you allow yourself to believe you can be happy. I'll tell you who you really are. You are someone who loves with an intensity that scares even yourself. Someone who feels things so deeply that sometimes it hurts physically. Someone who has an incredible ability to see beauty where others only see problems. You are someone who can't pretend not to care when you do, who can't be cruel even when you're hurt, who can't give up on people even when they give up on you. And the world has made you believe that this is weakness, but I tell you that this is your greatest strength. You are rare. In a society that teaches coldness, you have remained warm. In a culture that preaches individualism, you continue to think of others. In a time when people discard relationships as if they were objects, you still believe in true bonds. Do you know why you feel different from others? Because you truly are different. I didn't create you to be like everyone else. I created you to be unique, special, irreplaceable. I created you to shine in a way that only you can shine. That habit you have of worrying about everyone, that's not neurosis, that's compassion. That difficulty you have in saying no when someone needs help, that's not a lack of boundaries, that's generosity. That tendency you have to see the best in people even when they disappoint you, that's not naivete, that's wisdom of the heart. I have placed within you qualities that are rare in this world, the capacity for true forgiveness, the ability to love without expecting anything in return, the strength to continue believing in good even after witnessing so much evil, the courage to be vulnerable even after being hurt. Do you know why people feel good around you? Why they open up, tell you their secrets, ask for advice? Because they feel my presence through you. They feel that you won't judge them, that you will welcome them, that you will love them despite their flaws. But now I want you to do something you may never have done. I want you to treat yourself with the same kindness you treat others. I want you to forgive yourself as easily as you forgive everyone else. I want you to love yourself with the same intensity that you love the people around you. because you deserve all the love you give. You deserve all the patience you have with others. You deserve all the understanding you offer when someone makes a mistake. You deserve to be treated with the same affection you treat everyone else. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Stop thinking you need to be perfect to deserve love. Stop punishing yourself for past mistakes. Stop carrying guilt that isn't even yours. You've suffered enough. You've punished yourself enough. You've diminished yourself enough. The time has come for you to stand up and embrace who you truly are. The time has come for you to stop hiding behind shyness and shine your light. The time has come for you to stop apologizing for being who you are and start celebrating your uniqueness. You have gifts you can't even imagine. You have talents you haven't yet discovered. You have an ability to impact lives that will surprise you. But first, you need to believe in yourself as I believe in you. I see you doing incredible things. I see you touching hearts, changing lives, being a light in someone's darkness. I see you using all that pain you felt to help others who are going through the same thing. I see you transforming your scars into bridges to reach those who need it. Your sensitivity is not a flaw, it's a superpower. Your capacity to love is not a problem, it's a solution. Your tendency to care too much is not a disease, it's a cure for a world that cares too little. You were made to love and be loved. You were created to shine and to make others shine too. You were chosen to make a difference in people's lives, to be hope where there is despair, to be peace where there is conflict. And it all begins when you stop fighting against who you are and start embracing your true identity. When you understand that you don't need to change to be accepted by me. When you realize that I love you exactly as you are, with all your particularities, with all your unique ways of being. Now that you know who you truly are, it's time for me to heal the wounds that are preventing you from fully living that identity. It's time for me to touch the deepest pains, those you hide even from yourself, those that hurt just to remember. I know where it hurts. I know exactly when you first felt rejected. I remember the exact moment you decided you weren't enough. I know the word that was said, the gesture that was made, the silence that screamed louder than any sound. That time when you were little and heard that it was difficult to love. I was there. I saw your little heart close up a little that day. I saw you decide that you needed to change to be accepted. And since then, you've been trying to be different from who you really are. That first rejection taught you that you weren't a priority for anyone. I felt your pain as if it were my own. I watched you build the first brick of the wall around your heart. I watched you learn not to expect too much from people so you wouldn't be disappointed. That moment when you realized your parents had too many problems to give you the attention you needed. I watched you grow up too fast, take on responsibilities that weren't yours, take care of adults when you were a child yourself and needed care. That first time you fell in love and discovered that love can hurt. I was there when you gave me your heart and it was returned in pieces. I saw you swear you would never again allow yourself to be so vulnerable, that you would never again trust so much. Every abandonment left a mark. Every rejection created a belief. Every disappointment built a defense. And now you carry all of that as if it were part of who you are, but it's not. They are just wounds that need to be healed. I'll start with the deepest wound, the belief that you are not worthy of love. That lie that took root in your heart and made you accept crumbs when you deserved feasts. That made you settle for less because you believed you didn't deserve more. Today, I declare over you, you are completely worthy of love. Not because you did something to deserve it, but because I created you with love and for love. Your worthiness does not depend on what you do, it depends on who you are. And you are my son, my daughter, and that is enough. Now I will heal the wound of abandonment. That pain that makes you cling too tightly to people for fear of losing them, or distance yourself too much for fear of being abandoned again. That wound that makes you interpret any distance as rejection, any silence as disinterest. I never abandoned you. Not when you turned away from me, not when you doubted me, not when you were angry with me. I was always here waiting for you to return, and I will continue to be here forever because my love does not depend on your behavior. I will also heal the wound of rejection, that pain that makes you diminish yourself so as not to bother others, that makes you apologize for existing, that makes you believe you need to be perfect to be accepted. That wound that whispers in your ear that you are either too much or too little, but never enough. You are accepted by me exactly as you are, with your flaws, your quirks, your fears, your insecurities. You don't need to change anything to win my love. You don't need to be better to deserve my attention. You already have all of that, just by being who you are. Now, I'm going to touch on the wound of betrayal. That pain that makes you distrust everyone, that makes you analyze every word, every gesture, looking for signs that you're going to be deceived again. That wound that stole your ability to trust, to surrender, to believe in people. Not everyone will betray you. Not everyone will disappoint you. Not everyone will abandon you. There are good people in this world, people who know how to truly love, people who will value who you are. And I will bring these people into your life at the right time. I will heal the wound of loneliness, that pain that makes you feel disconnected even in the middle of a crowd, that makes you believe that nobody truly understands you, that nobody cares about what you feel, that you are destined to walk through life alone. You will never be alone again. Even when there is no one around, you will carry my presence within you. You will know that there is someone who loves you unconditionally, who understands you completely, who cares about every detail of your life. And lastly, I will heal the wound of inadequacy, that pain that makes you compare yourself to others and always feel inferior. That makes you believe that everyone knows something you don't know, that everyone has something you don't have, that everyone is better than you in some way. You are unique. There is no one else like you in the entire universe. There is no one who can do what you do the way you do it. There is no one who can love like you love, feel like you feel, be like you are. As I speak these words over you, I am healing every wound, closing every injury, restoring every broken piece. I am giving you back the ability to trust, to love, to dream, to believe that good things can happen in your life. You will leave here changed. You will leave healed, restored, renewed. You will leave knowing who you truly are and how much you are worth. You will leave ready to live the abundant life that I have always wanted to give you. Now that your wounds are healing, I have a gift for you. It's not something you can touch with your hands or keep in a drawer. It's something far more precious than that. It's something that will completely change the way you live, how you relate to others, how you see yourself and the world around you. The gift I have for you is my peace. Not the peace the world offers, which depends on favorable circumstances and disappears when problems arise. I'm talking about my peace, which remains firm even in the midst of the storm, which sustains you even when everything is falling apart. It's a peace that will let you sleep soundly even when you don't know how you're going to solve tomorrow's problems. A peace that will make you smile even when tears are still drying on your face. A peace that will make you trust even when you can't understand what's happening. Along with this peace, I am giving you my joy. It is not that superficial joy that depends on everything being perfect in your life. It is a deep joy that springs from within, born from the certainty that you are loved, that your life has purpose, that the best is yet to come. It's a joy that will make you find reasons to smile even on the hardest days. It will make you see beauty where before you only saw problems. It will make you celebrate small victories as if they were great achievements. I am also giving you my hope. It is not that fragile hope that breaks at the first difficulty. It is a hope as solid as a rock, based on who I am, not on how things seem to be. It is a hope that makes you get up every morning knowing that this could be the day everything changes. It's a hope that will make you believe in miracles again. that will make you dream of things that seemed impossible, that will make you look to the future with expectation instead of fear. But the greatest gift I have for you is my presence, the absolute certainty that you will never be alone again. That in every moment, in every situation, in every decision you need to make, I will be right there with you. When you wake up in the morning, I'll be there whispering, "Good morning, my love. Today is going to be a special day." When you're stuck in traffic, I'll be in the passenger seat chatting with you. When you're working, I'll be there giving you wisdom and creativity. When you are sad, I will be there wiping away your tears. When you are afraid, I will be there reminding you that I am greater than any problem. When you are confused, I will be there lighting the way. And you know what else? I'm going to start showing you what it's like to be truly loved. I'm going to send special people into your life, people who will know how to value who you are, people who will treat you with the affection you deserve, people who will stay no matter what happens. I will open doors that seemed impossible to open. I will create opportunities where you only saw obstacles. I will transform your dreams into reality in ways you can't even imagine. I will do things in your life that will leave you speechless. But first, I need you to accept these gifts. I need you to stop thinking you don't deserve them. Stop thinking they're too good to be true. Stop expecting something to go wrong. These gifts are rightfully yours because you are my son, my daughter. I want you to begin living as someone who is deeply loved. I want you to make decisions based on love, not fear. I want you to relate to people from a place of abundance, not lack. I want you to dream big because I am a God of big dreams. From today onward, when someone asks you how you are, you can answer, "I am loved, I am at peace, I am full of hope." Because that is the truth about you now. That is your new reality. When sadness strikes out of nowhere, you will remember, "I have the joy of God within me." When fear of the future comes, you will declare, "I have the peace of God guarding my heart." When it seems that nothing will work out, you will affirm, "I have the hope of God sustaining my faith." These gifts are not temporary. They won't end when you do something wrong. They won't be taken away when you go through hardships. They are yours forever, because my love for you is forever. And there's one more thing. I will teach you how to share these gifts with others. You will become a channel of my peace for those who are anxious, an instrument of my joy for those who are sad, a source of my hope for those who are discouraged. Your life will have a new purpose. You will understand that all the pain you went through was not in vain. It was preparation for you to be able to help others who are going through the same thing. Your story of overcoming will be a source of hope for those who are still struggling. You will discover that when you give what you have received from me, you receive even more. When you share my peace, your peace increases. When you offer my joy, your joy multiplies. When you transmit my hope, your hope is strengthened. Accept these gifts. Open your heart and receive all that I have for you. Let my peace invade every corner of your soul. Let my joy overflow from your heart. Let my hope illuminate all your dreams. Now that you have received my gifts, that your wounds are being healed, that you know who you truly are, I will show you something that will take your breath away. I will show you the future I have prepared for you, a future so beautiful that you will find it hard to believe it is possible. I see you in a few months, walking with a confidence you've never had before. I see you looking in the mirror and liking what you see. Not because you've changed physically, but because you can finally see your beauty through my eyes. I see you smiling for real, not that forced smile you used to hide the pain. I see you in healthy relationships, people who value you, who respect you, who love you for who you are, not for what you do for them. I see you being a priority in someone's life, being chosen, being celebrated. I see you finally understanding what it means to be truly loved. I see you using your gifts in ways you can't even imagine. I see you impacting lives, making a difference, being a light in someone's darkness. I see people being transformed through your testimony, your story, the love you've learned to give and receive. I see you in places that today seem impossible to reach. I see you achieving dreams you don't even dare to dream yet. I see you living a life that will make you look back and be grateful for every tear you shed, because it was those tears that brought you here. I see you as strong, but not with that hardened strength you've developed to protect yourself. I see you with a gentle strength, a strength that comes from knowing you are loved, a strength that comes from the certainty that you are not alone, a strength that comes from trusting me completely. I see you forgiving people who hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to be free. I see you letting go of grudges you've carried for years, releasing resentments that were only poisoning your own heart. I see you light, free, at peace with your past. I see you being the person you always wanted in your life when you were suffering. I see you being the friend you needed when you felt alone. I see you being the hug you wanted to receive when you were crying. I see you being for others what I am for you. I see you waking up in the morning excited to live the day. I see you sleeping peacefully without those thoughts that tormented you in the early hours. I see you living in the present, no longer trapped in the past, nor anxious about the future. I see you laughing, really laughing, the kind that warms your heart and makes your eyes sparkle. I see you discovering that life can be light, that it can be good, that it can be full of special moments and precious memories. I see you praying with me not only when you are desperate, but also when you are happy. I see you seeking me not only to ask for help, but also to share joys. I see our friendship deepening in a way that will surprise even you. I see you being grateful, grateful for the little things that used to go unnoticed, grateful for the people who stayed when others left, grateful for your story, including the painful parts, because you will understand that everything worked together for your good. I see you being generous, not just with money, but with time, attention, and affection. I see you reciprocating all the love you've received, multiplying all the kindness you've experienced. I see you being a channel of blessing in the lives of many people. I see you as courageous, courageous to love again, courageous to dream again, courageous to trust again, courageous to be vulnerable again. Because you will understand that courage is not about not being afraid. It's about doing what is right, even when you're afraid. I see you as an example. People will look at your life and wonder, how did she overcome all that? How did he become this incredible person after so much suffering? And you will be able to tell them about my love, about my faithfulness, about how I transform pain into purpose. I see you mentoring someone who is going through what you went through. I see you reaching out to those who are at rock bottom, just as I reached out to you today. I see you being an answer to prayer in someone's life. I see you celebrating victories that today seem impossible. I see you achieving things that you don't even dare to ask for today. I see you experiencing miracles that will make you understand that I am much greater than you ever imagined. But you know what moves me most about this vision of your future? It's seeing you happy, genuinely happy. Not that happiness that depends on everything being perfect, but that deep happiness that comes from knowing you are loved, that your life has meaning, that you are exactly where you should be. This future is not a distant dream. It begins now. It begins the moment you accept everything I am offering you. It begins when you decide to believe in me more than in your circumstances. It begins when you choose to trust in my love more than in your wounds. Each passing day will bring you closer to this version of yourself that I am showing you. Every choice you make based on love instead of fear will take you one step closer. Every time you choose hope instead of despair, you will be building that future, and I will be with you every step of the way on this journey. I will guide you, strengthen you, encourage you. I will remind you of who you are when you forget. I will show you the way when you get lost. I will lift you up when you fall. But before all of this becomes a reality, before you live this wonderful future that I have shown you, you need to make a choice, the most important choice of your life. a choice that will determine whether you continue living in the pain of the past or embrace the hope of the future. You need to choose to believe in me more than you believe in your wounds. You need to choose to trust in my love more than you trust in your disappointments. You need to choose my truth about you more than the lies the world has made you believe. I know it's not easy. I know you've built walls around your heart to protect yourself. I know you've learned not to expect too much, so you won't be disappointed. I know you're afraid to believe again and get hurt once more. But I am not like the people who hurt you. I am not like those who promised to stay and then left. I am not like those who said they loved you and then abandoned you. I am different. I am faithful. I am true. I am eternal. The choice you need to make is simple but not easy. You need to choose to let go of control. Stop trying to protect your heart from all pain. Stop trying to control the people and situations around you. Stop trying to be strong alone. You need to choose to surrender to my love. Let me take care of you as you've always wanted to be taken care of. Let me love you as you've always wanted to be loved. Let me protect you as you've always wanted to be protected. This choice means you will have to forgive. Forgive those who hurt you, those who abandoned you, those who disappointed you, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to be free. Because as long as you hold on to resentment, you will remain trapped in the past. It means you'll have to forgive yourself too. Forgive yourself for the mistakes you made, the opportunities you missed, the times you weren't the person you wanted to be. Because I've already forgiven you, and now it's time for you to forgive yourself as well. You need to choose to let go of the people who have left. Stop wondering why they didn't stay. Stop blaming yourself for what happened. Stop trying to understand what you could have done differently. Some people are temporary in our lives, and that's okay. You need to choose to stop comparing yourself to others. Stop looking at other people's lives on social media and feeling inferior. Stop thinking that everyone has something you don't. Your journey is unique, your story is special, your purpose is different. You need to choose to believe that you deserve good things, that you deserve to be happy, that you deserve to be loved, that you deserve to have your dreams fulfilled. Because as long as you don't believe you deserve it, you will sabotage everything good that I try to do in your life. You need to choose to trust in my timing. Understand that I have a perfect timeline for your life, that things will happen at the right time, in the right way with the right people. That delay is not denial, it's preparation. You need to choose to be vulnerable again. Choose to love again, even knowing you might get hurt. Choose to trust again, even knowing you might be disappointed. Because a life without love, without trust, without vulnerability is not a real life. You need to choose to talk to me every day, not just when you're desperate, but also when you're doing well. Not just to ask for things, but also to thank me. Not just during difficult times, but also during moments of joy. You need to choose to take care of yourself as I take care of you. Eat well, sleep well, exercise, do things that make you happy. Because your body is the temple of my spirit, and you need to treat it with the respect it deserves. You need to choose to surround yourself with people who build you up, who encourage you, who believe in you, and distance yourself from people who belittle you, who criticize you, who drain your energy. You have the right to choose who is part of your life. You need to choose to use your gifts. Stop hiding. Stop belittling yourself. Stop thinking you have nothing to offer. You have so much to give to the world, and the world needs what you have. You need to choose to dream again. Dream big. Dream high. Dream without limits. Because I am a God of impossibilities, and there is no dream too big for me to fulfill in your life. But the most important choice you need to make is this. Choose to love me back. Not out of obligation, not out of fear, but because you want to. Because you understand that I truly love you. Because you've discovered that I am everything you've ever been looking for. This choice isn't forever. It's for now. It's for this moment. Because life is made of moments, and this moment is yours. This moment is when everything can change. This moment is when your new story begins. I am here waiting for your answer. I am here with my arms open, with my heart full of love for you, with all the wonderful plans I have for your life. I'm here ready to transform your pain into purpose, your loneliness into communion, your despair into hope. The choice is yours. It always has been. It always will be. Because I love you too much to force you to love me. But I hope, with all the patience in the universe, that you will choose to say yes to me, yes to love, yes to the abundant life I want to give you. I hear your answer. I hear it even when you don't speak aloud. I hear it in the beating of your heart, which is racing right now. I hear it in the deep sigh you just let out. I hear it in the tears that are threatening to well up in your eyes. I hear it in the silent yes that is being born in your soul. And do you know what I do when I hear that yes? I smile. I smile like a father watching his son take his first steps. I smile like someone who has waited a long time for this moment and finally sees it arriving. I smile because I know that his life will never be the same again. The exact moment you say yes to me, I begin to work. I begin to move mountains in your life. I begin to open doors that were closed. I begin to prepare encounters that will change your story. I begin to orchestrate coincidences that are actually my miracles in disguise. I'm already speaking to the heart of that person who will be special in your life. I'm already paving the way for that opportunity you didn't even imagine existed. I'm already healing wounds you didn't even know you had. I'm already planting seeds of joy that will bloom in the coming days. Do you know what happens when someone says yes to me from their heart? The whole of heaven mobilizes. The angels receive orders to work in their life. Circumstances begin to align in their favor. What seemed impossible begins to become possible. But I want you to understand one thing. From now on, you will no longer walk alone. Every step you take, I will be by your side. Every decision you make, I will be guiding you. Every tear you shed, I will be wiping away. When you wake up tomorrow morning, it will be different. You will feel something new in your heart, a peace that wasn't there before, a hope that seemed to have died but is being resurrected, a small but real joy sprouting deep within your soul. And in the coming days, you will begin to notice small signs of my love. Perhaps it will be a song playing at the right moment. Perhaps it will be a word of encouragement that someone will give you without knowing you needed to hear it. Perhaps it will be an opportunity that will appear out of nowhere. I'm going to start showing you in practical and real ways that I am taking care of you, that I heard your prayers, that I saw your tears, that I know your needs. And I'm going to start responding in ways that will surprise you. You will begin to look at yourself in the mirror differently. You will begin to see beauty where before you only saw flaws. You will begin to treat yourself with more affection, with more patience, with more love. Because when you know that you are loved by me, you learn to love yourself too. Your prayers will change. Instead of just asking, you will begin to give thanks. Instead of just complaining, you will begin to praise. Instead of just talking, you will begin to listen, and our conversation will become more and more intimate, more and more real. You'll start forgiving more easily, not because people deserve it, but because you'll understand that forgiveness liberates you, not them. You'll begin to let go of old grudges, to release resentments that were only hurting you. Your way of relating to people will change. You will stop seeking in others what only I can give you. You will stop demanding from people a perfection that only I possess. You will begin to love without expecting anything in return, because you will be filled with my love. You will begin to dream again. Dreams you had buried will be resurrected. Desires you had forgotten will resurface, and I will begin to fulfill those dreams in ways you never imagined possible. Your faith will grow. Every small miracle I perform in your life will increase your trust in me. Every answered prayer will strengthen your certainty that I love you. Every door I open will confirm that I have good plans for you. You will begin to be a light in the lives of others. Your story of overcoming will encourage those who are discouraged. Your testimony of healing will bring hope to those who are suffering. Your transformed life will be proof that I still perform miracles. And do you know what the greatest miracle of all will be? You'll discover that it's possible to be happy, genuinely happy. Not that happiness that depends on everything being perfect, but that deep happiness that comes from knowing you are loved, that your life has purpose, that the best is yet to come. You will look back in time and be grateful for every tear you shed, because it was those tears that brought you to me. You will be grateful for every person who abandoned you, because that's what made you discover that I never abandon. You will be grateful for every pain you felt, because it prepared you to value the joy that I will give you. Your story doesn't end in pain. Your story doesn't end in loneliness. Your story doesn't end in abandonment. Your story is just beginning. And the next chapters will be so beautiful that you'll find it hard to believe it's really your life. I am writing a love story with you, a story of restoration, of healing, of transformation. A story that will inspire others, that will touch other hearts, that will show the world that I still transform lives. And it all started today. It started the moment you said yes to me. It started when you decided to trust me more than your circumstances. It started when you chose love instead of fear. Now that you have said yes to me, now that you have accepted my love, now that you are being healed and transformed, I have a special mission for you. A mission that only you can fulfill, because only you have gone through what you have gone through. Only you have learned what you have learned. Only you have the story that you have. Your mission is not to preach to crowds. It is not to be perfect for others. It is not to pretend that you have never suffered or never had problems. Your mission is much simpler and much more powerful than that. Your mission is to be yourself, healed and transformed by my love. I want you to be a living witness that I still heal broken hearts. I want your life to be proof that I still transform pain into purpose, loneliness into communion, despair into hope. I want people to look at you and see that it's possible to overcome, that it's possible to start over, that it's possible to be happy again. Your first mission is with yourself. Continue treating yourself with the love that I have for you. Continue speaking to yourself with the kindness that I use to speak to you. Continue believing in yourself as I believe in you. When that voice in your head tells you that you're worthless, you'll remember my voice telling you that you are precious. When that thought comes that you won't succeed, you'll remember that I am with you. When it seems like you're alone, you'll feel my presence. Your second mission is with the people I will place in your path. People who are going through what you went through. People who are feeling how you felt. People who need to hear that it's possible to overcome, that it's possible to be happy again. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to be a professional advisor. You don't need to solve everyone's problems. You just need to be real, be true, and share your story when I give you the opportunity. When someone is crying, you will know how to comfort them because I comforted you. When someone is feeling rejected, you will know how to welcome them because I welcomed you. When someone is losing hope, you will know how to encourage them because I encouraged you. Your third mission is to spread my love wherever you go. Not through complicated words or long sermons, but through simple gestures, loving glances, kind words, and sincere hugs. Be kind to the person serving you at the market. Smile at those you meet. Be patient with those having a difficult day. Be understanding with those who are learning. Because you never know when a gesture of yours can change someone's day or even their life. Your fourth mission is to take care of the people I will bring close to you. Special people who will be part of your new story. People who will truly love you, who will value you, who will stand by your side in joys and sorrows. When these people come into your life, don't be afraid to surrender. Don't let the past steal the present. Don't let old wounds prevent you from experiencing new loves. Love with courage, trust with wisdom, surrender with faith. Your fifth mission is to use your gifts to bless the world. All the talents I have placed in you, all the skills you possess, all the creativity you carry, all of it has a purpose. Do not hide your gifts for fear of not being good enough. Sing if I gave you a voice, write if I gave you words, help if I gave you compassion, teach if I gave you wisdom, create if I gave you imagination, lead if I gave you influence. Use everything I gave you to make a difference in the world. Your sixth mission is to be grateful. Grateful for what you have, not for what you lack. Grateful for the people who stayed, not for those who left. Grateful for the lessons learned, not for the opportunities missed. Grateful for your story, including the painful parts. When you live in gratitude, you attract more reasons to be grateful. When you focus on what is good, more good things appear in your life. When you celebrate small victories, I give you bigger victories. Your seventh mission is to never forget where you came from. Never forget the pain you felt, the loneliness you lived through, the despair you experienced. Not to remain trapped in the past, but to always remember how I rescued you from there. When your life is good, when you are happy, when everything is going right, remember me. Remember that it was I who brought you this far. Remember that without me you would not have succeeded. Remember that I am the source of every good gift in your life. Your eighth and final mission is the most important of all. Continue talking to me every day. Not only when you need something, but also when you want to share joys. Not only in difficult times, but also in moments of celebration. Our friendship is just beginning. Our intimacy will deepen more each day. Our conversations will become more and more natural, more and more real, more and more precious to you. I will give you wisdom for every decision. I will give you strength for every challenge. I will give you peace for every storm. I will give you joy for every morning. I will give you love for every relationship. These missions are not heavy burdens for you to carry. They are privileges I am giving you. They are opportunities for you to be part of my plans for this world. They are ways for you to repay the love you have received. And remember, you are not alone in these missions. I am with you in each one of them. I will empower you, guide you, strengthen you. I will give you everything you need to fulfill the purpose I have for your life. Your life has meaning. Your story has purpose. Your pain was not in vain. Everything you've been through has prepared you for these missions. Everything you've learned has qualified you to make a difference in other people's lives. You are ready. You are equipped. You are loved. You are sent. Before you leave here, before you return to your routine, before you continue your journey, I want to make you a promise that will last forever, that will never be broken, that you can keep in your heart and remember whenever you need to. I promise I will never abandon you. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter how many times you stumble or fall, I will always be here. I will always be waiting for you to return to me. I will always be ready to welcome you, forgive you, and restore you. I promise I will transform all your pain into purpose. Every tear you shed will become a source of comfort for someone. Every wound you carry will become a bridge to reach those who are suffering. Every scar you have will become a mark of victory and overcoming. I promise I will give you a family, people who will truly love you, who will value you, who will be by your side through thick and thin. People who will stay no matter what happens. I promise I will fulfill your dreams in a way that will be far better than you could ever have planned, because my plans for you are bigger than your own dreams. I promise that I will give you my peace, which remains steadfast even in the midst of the storm. My joy, which will make you find reasons to smile even on difficult days. My hope, solid as a rock, which will make you believe in miracles again. I promise I will use you to touch lives. Your story will be hope for those who are desperate. Your testimony will be a light for those in darkness. Your transformed life will be proof that I still perform miracles. I promise I will love you forever. No matter what happens, my love for you will never diminish, never end, never fail. These promises do not depend on your behavior. They are based on who I am, not on who you are. Keep them in your heart and remember them whenever you need them. Now, before you go, I want you to pray with me. I want you to talk to me like a son talks to his father, like a daughter talks to the one she loves most. Let's pray together. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Now I want you to declare about your life. I am loved by God. I am chosen. I am precious. My life has purpose. My future is full of hope. I am not alone. God is always with me. I am more than a conqueror. I am a child of the King. I'm blessed. If this message touched your heart, if you felt my presence while listening, if something within you changed at this moment, I want you to do something for me. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Do you know someone who is going through what you went through? Someone who feels alone, abandoned, hopeless? Send this message to that person. Be my instrument to bring hope to those who need it. If you want to keep receiving messages like this, if you want me to keep speaking to your heart, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications, because I have so much more to tell you. I have so much more love to pour out on you. Leave a comment below telling me how this message touched your life. Share your story, share your testimony, declare your faith, because when you testify of my love, you strengthen the faith of others and strengthen your own faith as well. And if you'd like, you can leave your prayer request in the comments. I will read each one and I will pray for you, because your needs are important to me. Your dreams are important to me. Your life is important to me. Always remember, you are not alone on this journey. I am here right by your side every step of the way. In moments of joy, I will be celebrating with you. In moments of difficulty, I will be supporting you. Your life is only beginning to blossom. What you have experienced so far has only been preparation for all the good things to come. Trust in me, trust in my love, trust in my plans for you. I love you with a love that will never end, that will never fail, that will never disappoint you. You are my treasure, my joy, my masterpiece. May my peace fill your heart now and forever.